Every other witness on this channel took lives. The knife, the bullet, the bomb, the blade. I am the only one who saved them. I am the Ark. And I carried everything that would survive. The world had gone wrong, that's what they say, that mankind had become so wicked, so violent, so far from what it was meant to be, that the one who made it decided to unmake it. All of it. Every living thing, every person, every animal, every bird in the sky. Except one man. Noah. The story says he was righteous, the only one left worth saving. And God told him to build a boat. Not just any boat. Me. 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, 30 cubits high. That's roughly 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet tall. Bigger than any wooden vessel built before or since. 3 decks, 1 door, 1 window, sealed inside and out with pitch. Noah had never built anything like me. Nobody had. But the instructions were exact, and he followed every one. They say it took him decades. Some traditions say 55 years, some say 120. While he built me, he warned them. He told his neighbors what was coming. The rains, the flood, the end of everything. They laughed at him. A man building a massive ship in the middle of dry land, miles from the sea. They mocked him every day for years. Noah kept building. When I was finished, the animals came. 2 of every kind, 7 pairs of some. They walked and flew and crawled through my 1 door. Lions beside lambs, eagles beside mice. Every creature that breathed on land, they came and they entered me. Then Noah's family, his wife, his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. 8 people. The last 8 people who would be left. And then the door closed. On the 17th day of the 2nd month, in the 600th year of Noah's life, the fountains of the deep broke open, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain began, not like any rain before. This was the sky breaking apart, water from above and water from below, the oceans surging upward and the heavens pouring down. 40 days and 40 nights without stopping. Inside me, it was dark, cramped. The sound of rain hammering my hull was deafening at first, then became the only thing anyone could remember. The animals were restless. The humans were terrified. And beneath my keel, the water kept rising. It covered the fields, then the villages, then the hills, then the mountains. Everything outside me was gone. Every person, every creature, every tree and every home and every memory of the world that was. I was the only thing left floating on an ocean that covered the entire earth. For 150 days, the water prevailed. 5 months. No land, no horizon, just water in every direction, and me, the only thing between 8 people and the end of everything. Then the water began to recede. Slowly, so slowly that nobody inside me could tell at first. The fountains of the deep closed. The rain stopped. A wind blew across the water. On the 17th day of the 7th month, 5 months after the flood began, I felt something I hadn't felt in nearly half a year. Ground. My hull scraped against rock, and I came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. But the water was still everywhere. The peaks of other mountains wouldn't appear for another 2.5 months. Noah waited. Then he opened the window and sent out a raven. It flew back and forth but found nowhere to land. He sent a dove. It came back with nothing. 7 days later, he sent the dove again. This time, it came back with an olive leaf in its beak. Fresh, green, alive. The world was coming back. 7 more days, he sent the dove a 3rd time. It never came back. On the 27th day of the 2nd month, 1 year and 10 days after the flood began, the earth was dry. God told Noah to open my door. They walked out. 8 people into an empty world. The animals followed, spreading in every direction across a planet that had been washed clean. Noah built an altar, and a promise was made. Never again would the world be destroyed by water. The sign of that promise was a rainbow. I was built to carry the last of everything through the worst disaster in history. Every other witness on this channel destroyed. I preserved. I am the Ark, and I was the only thing standing between life and the end of all things. They say dead men tell no tales, but they never asked the Ark. Subscribe to hear their testimony. A new witness speaks every week.